Hello everybody and a very good evening. Welcome to Crafters TV. My name's Ben Moseby. Thanks for joining us. What a Monday. What a Monday it has been. It's been a busy old day, isn't it? It has been busy. So many of you shopping with us on our masterclass a little bit earlier on, and actually loads of you shopping our Build Your Own Goodie Bag page on the website. That is immense. Just have a look for yourselves on the website homepage, click on it. You can build your own goodie bags. We're doing storage goodie bags, we are doing mixed media goodie bags, and we are doing die goodie bags as well. Basically, you click on the relevant goodie bag you want to make, you see a whole list of items there, and you fill it up. You get 5 for 20, isn't it, I think, on the storage, 6 for 30 on the mixed media, 6 for 30 on the dies as well, but do have a look. That has been a popular destination for shoppers today, and I know lots of you have been filling up your goodie bags with the fantastic deals. In this show, we've got lots to bring to you. We've got a selection of Monday mega deals to show you a little bit later on, some absolute corkers. We're also going to be looking at decoupage, or decoupage, however you want to say it. We've also got on the show your interchangeable scene dice, so if you'd love to be able to create like big sort of like theatre cards, as I call them, with all of the different scenes and then all of the different players. We've got an amazing deal on our interchangeable scene Create A Card dies, and we've got all of that, plus the Venetian Grace collection for you too. So it's going to be a fantastic couple of hours. Superstar Susie on the socials, sending through your comments and your questions, anything you want to ask, anything you want to know, anything you want to tell us, feel free to fire the comments in and we will interact with you the very best way we can. And we have, for the third show of the day, and actually, she's here all day tomorrow as well, the fantastic Corrine Robinson over the other side of the studio. How are you?
I'm really good, thank you. Yes. Yes, I'm going to be taking your job tomorrow.
You what?
I'm going to do your job tomorrow.
Doing my job.
Doing your job.
Taking
your
my job.
Taking.
You may take my job, but you'll never take my freedom.
No.
Yeah, you'll
be having an early day off in the week this week, so yes.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, me, yeah.
See you later in the week. But yes, no, I'm back tomorrow with our lovely Jan. So it's going to be a really good day.
Ah.
I've heard it's all about the re-inkers.
It is all about the re-inkers.
It's all about the re-inkers, so it's worth tuning in for.
Jan will have some good demos up her sleeve, won't she?
Yeah.
Talking of good demos, what you got up your sleeve tonight?
I've got 2 for each of those that you mentioned. The Venetian Grace, Decoupage. I'm going to make some gorgeous, using the carnation ones. I don't know whether they look like a carnation or not, but they look like a beautiful flower. Yeah. They look stunning. And 2 with the, what else have I got? Interchangeable seeds. I couldn't remember what else I've got. I can see them there, but I couldn't remember what they were. Yeah, 2 of the interchangeable seeds. So, yeah, we'll see how far we get, see if we can get through 6 again.
No way.
I don't know. We'll see. 6
in the last show. How many in the first show? 5? Was there 5 in Wake Up Call? 4?
I can't remember. 4 or 5, yeah.
I thought it was 5. 5, 6, that was 17 in a day. That would be a record.
That'd be good, wouldn't it? Should we see how we get on?
Yeah. I'll talk fast. Get through as many as we can. Set a new crafting world record. Hello, everybody. Colette has joined us from Arkansas. Barbara R. is in from Indiana. Phil Watson is in saying good evening. Good evening. Kirsty D says good evening, everyone. I'm finding it very amusing that I've got the music on the TV and my phone doing a round. That's enough to send you bonkers, that, isn't it? At least it wasn't the masterclass music. Timothy says, he says, hi, how is everyone doing from a beautiful Nottinghamshire? We're doing all right. That's your neck of the woods.
Yes, yeah, it is. I'm in Nottingham, yeah.
Gareth Dobbs says, hi Ben, Corrine, Susie and all the awesome team. Hi, Lynn Morton from just up the road. Clarice Trudel joins us from South Carolina. Candy's in saying, good morning everyone at Crafters TV and all my crafty friends from Portland, Oregon. Lynn's in, the hashtag GoLiveGranny, saying good evening. Betty Weaver's joined us from Idaho and Barbara Slatterly joins us from Lawrenceburg, Kentucky. Let's have a look at some of the goodies that we've got on the show, namely the Venetian Grace collection. So this is slightly different if you watch the launch show on this. Was it last week or the week before? I can't remember. But we've got 3 smaller bundles for you now in the fact that you can get all of your hardware, you can get all of your cards and paper, and then you can get all of your embellishments as well. So let's show you first of all the Venetian Grace 8-piece collection. With the Rialto bridge to kickstart you, I just think that's one of the best dies that we've done. We have put in one of the most famous bridges in the world in die form, and if you are wanting to make a literal bridge card, you can do it with that, because that would probably span across the front of your card quite nicely. Beautifully designed. You've then got your moment in time stamp set, Plenty of different sentiments for all sorts of occasions in there, which again you will use not just within this collection but elsewhere too. Then you've got your little cherub. That was one of the projects you did earlier on, wasn't it, with that little cute cherub?
There is a stamp as well, but it's missing.
Yeah, the stamp's just fallen off there. Just imagine that's there. That is there in stamp form. You just, yikes. You've then got your Opulent Grace cut and emboss folder. That another one again where you think about some of the beautiful kind of vintage collections that we've done. We'll work across a whole range of those. Your Renaissance borders and corners. If you love those borders that we brought to you earlier on the masterclass, that's just another beautiful border that you'll use again across so many different collections and lots of corners to go with. Then you've got the frames. These are gorgeous again. If you've ever been to Venice, I think we've absolutely captured the kind of Renaissance artwork that you see over there and in the buildings. Sort of, I'm sorry to say it's sort of like part Renaissance, part Gothic, the sort of designs of the buildings that you see over there. But that's a beautiful three-piece frame set. And then you've got your Renaissance frame in there too. And last but by no means least, again, how gorgeous is that harmonious harp. So everything that you see there within that set for just £48 or $64, that is the collection of stamps, dies and embossing folders. You can buy that individually, and all of the items are individual as well. If you want to go for any of the items, build your own little mini Venetian Grace collection, you can. But paper pads, these are proving very, very popular indeed. Lots of people perhaps picking them up for the first time tonight, and also people perhaps who bought the Venetian Grace collection when we initially launched it thinking, you know what, need more of those paper pads. We bring you the 12x12 and we bring you the 6x6 as well. This is just a shrunken down version of what you're going to see in the 12x12. So perfect size papers for whatever the size of card that you make. And look at that. I'll just example you with that. First of all, how gorgeous is that? It's almost photographic, isn't it? That's the St Mark's Basilica, isn't it, in the background there with the beautiful Venice Canal there. You've got all of the florals. And as we were chatting about earlier on, it's one of those paper pads, and I think we do it so well. We add so much depth and detail into these paper pads. So it's almost like you're looking into a scene each and every time you come to a new paper. That's gorgeous. Like you're looking up to the old, you know, yeah. What's the name of that place? That chapel. No, heaven. That's a bit deep for a Monday night. But yeah, I mean, heaven might look like that actually. With yeah, it might do. Actually, the cherubs there playing their lutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe that's
reading
what it
their
is.
scrolls.
Yeah. Yes. Oh dear. Who's that coming up? Ben Moseby. Shut the gates. For goodness sake, don't let him in. But as we go through, look, I mean, gorgeous scenes. We've even got the amazing gondoliers in there as well. More beautiful architecture, the florals, the artwork, absolutely beautiful. You get 36 sheets in here. The reverse, by the way, just as beautiful. And of course, this matches beautifully with that, so you don't even have to go sort of further to search for all of your mats and layers. We even get some of the bridges in there too, which I think is great. If you ever go to Venice, you'll be walking over a lot of bridges, that much I can guarantee.
Was it the Sistine Chapel? Is that what you were thinking? It just came to me.
That's the one.
Came to me.
Not heaven.
No.
Although I quite like that now, actually. I'm going to go with that. Looking up to heaven. Linen card. This again is brilliant. Can't do it. The shuffle. Nah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to do. I'll just try and fan it out a little
manually.
There you go. So you get you've got all of these beautiful double-sided pieces of linen cardstock in here. You're actually getting in the set 24 sheets. 6 colours, 4 of each, which match up beautifully with your paper. And you're also going to get your beautiful vellum included in there too, which matches the designs of the cardstock. That's £36 or $48. And then, last but by no means least, you've got the embellishments, which are your tassels. So you're getting 12 of those, 6 colours, 2 of each. You're going to get 3 brand new shimmer inks in there as well. Those are different colours to the ones that you might have already bought in the collection that we launched just a little while back. And then you're also going to get 100 adhesive gems, which bring you, what's that colour that they bring?
Lots of colours.
The Aurora Borealis. I just can't. Thanks, Charlotte. Is that? It doesn't look like it's doing it on my TV. Can you see the colours there? Can you? You get my eyes checked. I can see the sparkle, but I can't. Oh, no, there I can. Good wiggling, Ben. Charlotte, that is. No wonder you've been nominated for Camera Person of the Day today, or whatever it was they said earlier. That's what it's all about. Right there. That's it. That's the shot. £15.20 or $20 is your platinum price for your embellishments. And as I said, everything currently is available for you individually. So if you want to make up your own smaller bundle, you can do. But I will go quickly, particularly on the paper pads too. Right, shall we get into a first demo, and then we'll say a few more hellos, answer any more questions that you may have. If you've already got the Venetian Grace collection, by the way, feel free to tell us why you love it, what you made with your collection, and also if you want to send in any pictures, feel free. studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. What will you be using, Corrine, in your demo?
So we're going to use the Rialto Bridge, which I've got here. Now, I want to show you. So we know this is a cut and emboss die, and we were talking about this earlier. So can you see we've got all of these aperture bits in here, all the way around the brickwork and up there, but none of these have got blades around them. That means that they can't cut out. So why are the gaps there? The gaps are there so that once you've cut it using the blades, you then put it on your embossing mat, and then it will push the cardstock into the die and give you that embossed look. You can see. Excellent shot there, thank you. So I'm going to pop this onto my cardstock, and then I'm going to cut that out. So at this moment in time, I've got my full mats on there, all of my mats on there, but then I'm going to swap my magnetic shim for my rubber embossing mat. You don't have the two together. So turn it over. Oh yeah, I can see that's cut brilliantly. So I'm going to just pop my embossing mat over the top, put the plate back over, spin it round, and then I should have put the I put the magnetic shim there, and then we can run it straight back through again. And what that's doing now is that rubber mat is pushing that cardstock into the die. And we don't want to take the die off just yet, so that's why I didn't mess around with the tape. So we've got that there. So let's take it off the sheet there. I'm going to keep it in the die. I want the tape off. So now we've got it, you can see it's in there, and you can actually see where it has, you can see the deboss on the back.
Yeah.
So all I'm going to do is turn it over. Look at sweet clementine. Absolutely. Look at that. Yeah. Look at how well.
Never looks so good. So good. So good. So good.
And why did I suspect that was going to happen?
Hey, I didn't start it that time.
Thank you.
Dean and Charlotte.
But even I was singing that in my head when I was getting the ink pads out. Clementine. Yep. There we are. So I'm just going through the bits that I know of it. That hasn't embossed, but I've just not been subtle enough to get it on just on one. And then I know that that's an embossed bit just there. So there we go. We can just do that. So what we've got now is when I take this out of the die, give it a little tap. There we go. Can you see now? I've picked up all that stonework with the orange ink. Absolutely perfect. You're not going to do your die any harm. Just get a damp cloth and just wipe over the top. I need to make sure all those bits are out. That's the only problem. I need to poke those out with my poker tool. I'll do that in a minute. Because I've embossed, I've pushed all those bits in. Oh, I do need to get those out because I'll show you. I've also cut it in the orange cardstock. But with this one, I haven't bothered with the embossing mat because it's going to be my drop shadow. Yeah. So I'll take that over there. Now, what you could do is, what I'll do, even though I've started to put the, it's caught the paper. What I'll do is I'm going to cut that straight down the middle. There we go. And then, I know, Dean, I know. And then I can drop shadow in both directions. Ah. So I can go across there, like that. So you've got the drop shadow there. And then on that side, I just need to find an orange pen because I caught the die as with the glue pen. That's a bit dark, isn't it?
Only memory I have with the Rialto Bridge, I think I said this last time this was on, was when I was there with Laura, and I got accosted by a gentleman trying to sell me roses for the lady, for an exorbitant amount of money.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, and then of course I was just like, oh no, and then he was like haggling, and then Laura did that thing of like, oh don't worry, I don't want one. So I sort of said, oh no, don't worry about it, mate, you know, and then managed to get away. And then I felt really bad afterwards because I was thinking, well, if you said I don't really want one, does that mean that you did want one? I should have bought one because we were in Venice, one of the most romantic places in the world. But I was thinking about my pocket and not about the romance.
They get you wherever. If you'd have bought a rose, he would have done something else instead. He would have come on with something else.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I did the right thing, is what you're saying.
I am, yes.
Good for me.
When we went to Morocco, we got stung by the snake charmer, because if you want to take a picture of, not literally stung.
Oh, right.
Right, I'm just to let you know, I'm using the corners from the borders and corners.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to pay 10 dinar or whatever it is to take a picture with the snake.
What, is it like the ones that come out of the
Yeah, comes out the basket.
Yeah.
So you pay your money,
yeah.
That's fine. And then he went, oh, so you take your picture, and then once you've taken your picture, he went, now another 10 for the snake charmer.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, you have to pay 10 because you got the snake out of the
Yeah, but
the
they don't
basket.
tell you that beforehand. So then you know, and then I think they were trying to get some more for another reason, and you're like, no,
Oh,
it was
dear.
10 for the snake. And
all these pictures of snakes, it soon adds up, doesn't it?
Very good.
Soon adds up.
Oh dear.
Is that a true story then? So you ended up paying 20 dinar for a picture of you and the snake?
Yes, and that's moved. I need to do that again.
It all adds up. I just thought of that.
Let me do that again. Yeah, they want 10 initially.
Yeah.
And then they want another 10 once you've done it. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that again. It jumped.
Just be warned. Whilst you're cutting, I'll say a few loads because there's loads of comments coming in. Gene F's joined us from Encinitas in San Diego. Ellen Hayes from Florida. Terry Anderson's in from Ohio. Place that looks like a tractor. Lillian's in, saying hello everyone. Carolyn's in from Florida. Sue Jemison's in from Redcar, not Redcar. Jacqueline Davies in from Bromley. And Beverly Bryant says, oh, have I missed this? Have I missed this? I never quite know. She says, Beverly says, I like Corrine's hair.
Thank you.
Is it new?
No.
Oh.
No, not at all. I've just washed it this morning. There you go. Just washed my hair. Thank you.
You made that sound like it was some sort of big event. Let's watched it.
Yeah, just
First one for July.
Yeah. No, not at all. Right, so with the corners, what I've done is I've cut it out of the reverse of some of the pattern cardstock, then I've embossed, and then I'm going to do exactly the same because it's a corner, and I'm just going to add a little bit of ink. I haven't even got the ink pad out, I'm just using what's left on the dauber from those Duet ink pads. And I've got a show all about ink pads next week.
What day is that?
Show about ink pads next week, but I don't know which ink pads that is. Probably Friday, I think.
Oh,
Colour me happy.
Yeah, will not be me.
Yeah, I think it might be Debbie. I think it is. There we go. How about that? So look at that.
Ready.
So again, we're not using the pattern side, we're using the plain side. So I've got 2 of those. Oops, there you go. You've got 2 like that. There we are. Right. Okay, so I can start putting together a bit of a card. And, the other thing I've done is, just to show you, I've used those stamps. I've used the Faith, Love and Hope. Stamped it just in my black alcohol proof, and then I've gone round again with some sweet clementine very lightly, just to break it up. Okay, so I've got a card base that is 5 3/4 by 9 inches. We've scored at 1.5, 2.5, and then 1.5 and 2.5 from the other side as well. So that's going to give me one of those we were talking about earlier, an abridged card. So there we go. And then I've got some of these gorgeous papers. I'm not going to put the bridge upside down. There you go. You can see a bridge in the background.
That's the bridge of size, that is.
Is it? So you've got the Rialto Bridge and the Bridge of Sighs.
Yeah, the Rialto Bridge is the biggest of the 4 main bridges.
Ah, yeah.
I had them in my mind.
So is it
the
the
day.
Bridge of Sighs that's a very similar replica in Oxford? Not over a river. It goes.
I don't know.
There's a bridge that links 2 of the buildings, and I thought it was like a replica of the Bridge of Sighs.
I don't know the answer to
Very
that.
pretty it is. But it's not over a river, it's just like over a street.
Having lived very close to Oxford for about 10 years, I only ever went there a couple of times.
Did you?
Yeah.
We went in April. It was
this year?
Yeah.
Ah.
And it surprised me because we went and there's new bits and you're like, how on earth have they got new bits in such a historic place?
That's a very
but
good point.
they took it into all these little places. Right, that's looking absolutely beautiful. We're not going to be, it's going to be done. So, actually, I'll do this bit first. So I'm going to pop one of my two, what do you call them? The corners. And we're just going to pop those round there, just like that, to really just frame those. So let's put a little bit of ink on those. Let's pop one on the top just there. Make sure it's nicely centred. I think that, let's go over a little bit more just to try and get it in the centre. I could use my mat, couldn't I? If I use my mat, there we go. Oh yeah, that's centred. There, just like that. And then, where's my other one gone that I was going to use? There it is.
Oh, there is a bridge of size in Oxford, we're just being told.
I thought there was.
Yeah. And it's called that because the bridge, of the bridge in Venice. There we go, you see? Yes. Between us, look at what we're teaching everybody today. All about your bridges.
You know when you think you know something, but you're not totally sure?
That's my daily life, that is.
I know.
Just in general. I think I know most things, but I'm not so sure.
I talk and then I think, actually, should you really be talking?
Yeah. But so if you say it loudly enough and with confidence.
Oh, that's always been my theory.
Yeah.
Right, so I'm going to pop this one on. I'm just working out where this is going to go. And we're going to just pop that one just down there. But I mean, how opulent does that... So now it looks like a beautiful framed scroll. I just think that really, really works. And then I'm going to get the... put this one on, dotty tape pen on either end. We'll do it the right way this time. We'll put it like that. Oh, that's going to be a bit tight. It's going to have to see if I can get that on. So that one goes on like that. Put that one down. That's not going to go. It'll have to go like, come on, get it straight. There we go.
An actual bridge card. I'm loving it.
Yep. And then the last little bit I'm going to do is a couple of those gorgeous gems. One, just all from the collection. Two, oops, that's not very straight, is it? I've just pulled the bridge off. And do the third one, then I'll stick them a bridge back on in a minute. Let's come around here.
This card's not going to be a bridge too far, is it?
It's not going to be a bridge too far, don't worry. Oh, one of the gems must be stuck to my handle somewhere. Ah, it's there, it's on my tweezers. I can see it, look, got caught in the tweezers. There. There we go. The last one, put that back on.
Yeah.
And then...
Beautiful.
There we go. Just using the colours from the collection to look absolutely gorgeous.
It's amazing, isn't it? Such a cute card, beautifully done. And everything, well, you're going to have to go for the 3 individual bundles if you want it all. Although, as we said, what you can do is pick and choose. So if you want to be able to recreate that card, you can go for the sentiment bundle, go for the Rialto Bridge die, and then go for your linen cardstock and your paper pad as well. Woohoo, says Laurie Barnett, Monday Makers, watching from Gilbert, Arizona. Hi, friends. Hi. Celebrating today because my youngest daughter started first day working in her career since graduating college. She's a data analyst at a great company. So happy and proud. Well, I bet you are, Laurie, and say well done to her from us. Roseanne Baker's in from Colorado, Beverly Bryant's in Canada, and Sarah Leahy. Hello, Sarah. She's with us as well. Ray Wade is in from Tennessee. Sue Benson says good morning from Montana. Finishing up August cards, picking up the gear, headed north to Alaska. And Kirsty D says, I'm using this collection to make an anniversary card for my brother for his girlfriend, and hopefully another card for them both. Linda says, hello from Maryland. And Lois is in from Ohio. Hi, Stephanie. He says, good afternoon, Ben Corrine, family and friends from a sunny, hot, humid Farmingdale, New Jersey. Mary Beth Doyle joins us from Minnesota. And Roseanne Carbone says, Sweet Caroline, a song that is sung at every Boston Red Sox baseball game during the 7th inning stretch. There's a game I don't understand, baseball. I don't get it. It's not like rounders, is it really? I don't understand how they work out who... Because I thought it used to be if you miss it 3 times and you're out, but they seem to chuck the ball loads of times now. And I don't You'll have to let me know Roseanne, explain it to me. Explain it to me. You get. Oh, you're a fan, Dean, are you, of baseball? Ah, he just understands it's like American football.
I know, Chris. This one you said they're going to Alaska. Is that hot or cold at this time of year then?
Who said that? That was... who said that?
That just shows how bad my geography is.
Sue Benson says, headed north. I'll tell you what, Alaska.
Okay. Thank you. I did get that. Yeah, I just refuse to acknowledge it, Charlotte.
It's like being at home. I find it a challenge. I find it a challenge to try and get a laugh. It's exactly what I'll be like when I get home tonight at 8 o'clock. Oh dear. Being serious, I always think Alaska is cold.
So do I.
Alaska's cold, isn't it? All the time. Maybe. I don't know.
That's what I just was curious.
Yeah. We literally don't know. All 29 says, hey, all running a bit late, so I've been cooling off in the pool. Roxanne Hedrington is in with us from Wisconsin. Tim C says, loving the card, Corrine. Anne-Marie says, love the Venetian Grace collection. And Susie says, I don't know if Alaska is ever hot, but it is summer this time of the year. So is it a bit more like sort of UK hot? When we say it's hot in, it's like about 20 degrees, maybe so. Right, a few Monday mega deals to quickly whiz through. I've got to be honest with you, I thought these were out of stock. Double-sided adhesive sheets.
All right. Okay.
It's an 18-piece collection for you where you have got 10 A4 adhesive sheets, and then you've got 8 little punch sheets as well. So if you, like me, were thinking, these are definitely gone, they are in stock and available on a Monday mega deal price for you of just £9.58 or $15.98. Should be $17.97 or $29.97. Worth just pointing out with these as well is these deals are only for 24 hours or whilst stocks last. So feel free to grab as many of these as you can and stock up. Have we got 3 Monday mega deals? 4. Oh, I'm missing one then. Ah, good work, everybody. Good work. Next up, now, these again, so hot off the press, we haven't even got them here in the studio, but back along, oh, I lose track of time. It was Leanne, it was me. We launched some amazing items from Creative, and they flew out the door. This is an 18-piece assorted box bundle. Now, what you've got actually within this set, as far as the Monday Mega Deal is concerned, you've got a 4-piece hexagonal box collection, as you can see at the bottom of the screen. You've got a 7-piece circle collection there too, and then you've got your 7-piece square set. So, I mean, again, if you love your mixed media, if you've picked up things like those sprays recently, those shimmer sprays, these are going to be absolutely perfect for you to get working with. And it's nice, isn't it, to have kind of like ready-made boxes like this that you can then just sort of decorate up. Very similar if you've enjoyed when Dreamies did a few shows with us. If you enjoyed that style of crafting,
MDF type things.
Yeah, these are perfect. So you've got that kind of the base there, and then you can get decorating. $23.99 or $34.39. I'm not sure if you're reading on screen. Don't ask me. Dispatching the 16th. I would imagine that must mean yesterday.
So that was the 23rd of May. That kit. No, that wasn't. That was on the 10th of May. That kit came out.
Was it?
So yeah. So then that would have been from the 16th of May. So that's just an.
So it doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any difference.
No.
No.
So they're all ready and raring to go.
Yeah,
How did you know that they came out on the 10th of May?
Because it says on the screen.
Where?
10/05/23 kit 3.
Oh.
The kits are always dated.
Ah. Well, there you go. Knows all of the kit numbers as well. A genius, said Charlotte.
That's how it works.
I was looking for like some big thing that I'd missed going, launched on the 10th of May. So they were dispatching from the 16th of May. So you'll get them in good time because they're there. So we can take that off. Right, moving on. You've got your Aqua Blend pencils and watercolour cardstock here as well. This again is an incredible deal. £24.99, £29.99. You're saving £13.99 or £15.99. It's kind of like you're buying the pencils and then you're going to be getting your watercolour cardstock for free. Please, if you are picking these up, go and have a look at the recent shows that we've done with Sheena. Sheena Wednesdays are an absolute joy. She's been doing some great things, particularly with the watercolour pens and pencils recently. This is the landscape collection that you are going to be receiving. And what I like, actually, these aren't, by the way, a lot of people think because we changed the configuration of these, this is just a changed up configuration, new design of tins, still the same colours that you would have got in the older tins. But I suppose we've made it easier for you to kind of think, well, if you're looking for more landscape, we've got all the colours in here. We do like a portraits collection as well and a florals collection, but you've got all of those fantastic pencils in there, premium artist quality watercolour pencils in all of the colours that you're seeing here. So again, in combination with the watercolour pad that we're giving you, you've got the ability to not only mix up your colours here, but get all of the different shades of the colours that you've got within this collection too. And like I said, you're going to get your 9x12 300 GSM watercolour pad included. It's like pretty much you're getting that for free in the bundle, but it's only 24 hours worth. That will go back up to the price. It should be £38.98 or £45.98. Currently, platinum price is £19.99 or £23.99. And then your final Monday mega deal is your mixed card stock. This is, I mean, this just sells day in, day out without us even having to do deals with it. It's one of those things. Is that, have I got the wrong one? Oh, is it not? Okay. What was the other one? Yeah. Okay. These are on a buy two, get one free. So it's still kind of like a Monday mega deal, really, except it's going to last longer than 24 hours. Your glittering gold, regal rose gold and sparkling silver, £31.98 or £36.72. If you love our glitter cardstock, it is the only way, or one of the only ways actually, to get it in 12 by 12. I suppose now you could classify the new festive sparkle ones that we've done. No, you get more than one glitter.
Because Ben hasn't flicked them.
I'll keep going all the way through. Look, there's 12 of each, Charlotte. Yeah, you get 23 sheets of the double-sided Pearl Effect cardstock and just one sheet of the silver. Be sparing. No, you don't. You get. Oh, hello. You get 12 of each included in the set, and you get it across all the different colours as well. So you've got your rose gold in there as well.
It's beautiful.
It's like
it's the rose
terracotta,
gold,
isn't it? That is absolutely gorgeous. Sorry, question what?
It's less than 50p a sheet.
Less than 50p a sheet. 24, yeah, what, 48, 70, yeah, it is. Yeah, it's 72 sheets, isn't it?
Yeah.
31.98. I mean, I could have done that. And it was released on I can't read it. It was 2021. 12th of when? October. Gee whiz, I was going to put these on, but that's no good. The 12th of the, yeah. 12th of the 10th. You should hear them in the gallery now, like Charlotte's going, this is a complete game changer.
I can't believe it.
It's not on everything though, is it?
No.
Only on the kits.
It's when they put the kits together.
Yeah.
So it doesn't mean that's when they
I was going to say, because you'll see one in a minute which will say like GEMZY23467. You're like, when did that launch and on what planet?
No, it's only if it's a kit.
Yeah. There you go, you see. You learn something new here each and every day. This is not a Monday mega deal, but it is a great price. It's a buy one, buy two, get one free across those pads. Oh dear, goodness me. Right, few comments, and then I think are we having a break or are we cracking up? What are we doing? I don't know, whatever you think. Tracy says, I've been watching on YouTube for years, so excited that I can now watch live since I retired last week. Well, congratulations on the retirement. Oh dear. How many years have I got to go for retirement? Is it 67 now? Charlotte, not that many. It's 67, yes. Isn't it now? Just 23 years to go. I was thinking my dad, he retired when he was 52, my dad.
That wouldn't be long.
8 years. Wow. Terry says there are balls and strikes in baseball. There is a zone the ball needs to be pitched in. Outside that zone, it's a ball. You get 4 balls and 3 strikes, but 3 swings and you're out. If in the strike zone 3 times and you don't swing, you're out. I've no idea what any of that means, but thank you for trying to explain it, everybody. And Sue says it can be very hot and freezing too in Alaska.
Oh, wow.
The Arctic Circle was hot with an explosion of gnats and mosquitoes.
Gnats and mosquitoes.
Yeah. And no, Alaska isn't cold all the time, says Heather Thringer. Friends of mine just went on an Alaskan cruise and they had snow in some areas, but sun and warmth in others.
We are nothing if not educational.
I know, and by the way, Patricia and also Lillian say thank you as well for the dates as well, so you now know when things are launched. 12th
October 21.
Well, there we go. Let's take a short break. We're going to give you 3 or 4 minutes to get your baskets checked out. And when we come back, what are we doing when we come back?
Decoupage flowers.
Decoupage flowers. We'll see you in a mo.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Here at Crafters TV, it couldn't be easier to get your hands on the latest crafty must-haves. Leave the hard work to us while you shop from the comforts of your own living room. Head to the Crafters Companion website to see our full crafty range, or hit the Shop the Day button to see all the new and exciting products featuring on Crafters TV. Once you've filled your cart, leave it to us to get your crafty goodies to you in super quick time, so you can get on with being creative. Crafters Companion, making crafty shopping a breeze.
We get to know people from places and walks of life that we wouldn't come across in our everyday life if it wasn't for Crafters TV and doing what we do.
I got so many lovely comments from people when I started doing the presenting, and it was just really such a lovely feeling. And it's nice that people keep messaging in. You know, we see the same people. We know you can build up that kind of relationship with those people. So it's just the fact that people like what we do and they're pleased. And I do love it when people send us photographs of the items that they've made.
We talk about customers, but really they go in as a customer, come out as a friend. The support that I get is amazing. The messages I get are amazing.
Me personally, it is personal interaction. I've never had the best of health. I've always been open about that with our viewers at Crafters TV. So many people are in the same situation as me health-wise. Other people have got a completely different health issues. They understand and they relate to what I'm going through, what others are going through. So whether we interact on a crafting basis or whether we interact on a health basis, a personal basis, we're all there to support one another. It is incredible.
The reaction of viewers when they come to meet us is worth all of the early mornings when we have to get up for our early morning shows.
Some of the customers come on as craft ambassadors and things like that, craft along with us, and being able to actually chat with them on air. I love it. I really love that connection with them.
We've had lots of shows where we've done like craft alongs, especially where we've had viewers craft along with us. We had a particular viewer, Joy, who joined us once before, and she literally made me cry on air, and Joe, because the things she said about us, it really was quite humbling that there are people out there that watch us and invite us into their living rooms and really treat us like family.
Welcome back, everybody. There's lots of baseball chat going on now, and I appreciate you trying to explain this. Roseanne says, there are balls and strikes. If it's within the strike zone or the batter swings and misses, it's a strike, and 3 strikes means you're out. Balls thrown outside the strike zone and the batter doesn't swing at them are called balls. 4 balls equals a walk, and the batter is given first base. Now, if you have 2 strikes on you and you hit the ball in foul territory, you get another shot. Exactly. Ask me anything about baseball, Ben. I'd be happy to answer any questions that you may have. It's like the official rules of cricket, isn't it? You have 2 sides, 1 out in the field and 1 in. Each player that is in the side that is in goes out. And when the player that is out comes in, the next player goes in until they're out. When they're all out, the side that is out comes in and the side that has been in goes out and tries to get those coming in out. Sometimes you get players in and not out. And when a player goes out to go in, the players who are out try to get them out. And when they're out, the player goes in and the next player then goes out and gets in. There are 2 umpires who stay out all the time and they decide when the players who are in are out. Brilliantly explained. Final, if you didn't understand that, that's how I feel about baseball. The final Monday Mega Deal, this was the one I was supposed to show you, which was hiding up on the shelf over here, the character gift tag selection. These are super cute. You're going to get 4 within this set, plus a set of your tricolour aqua pens as well, which is absolutely incredible. I think this is probably the best Monday Mega Deal of the lot. So with each of these, you get your cute little character in stamp form. Then you get the little sentiments to go with them, and then the die as well with no bottom cutting edge. So these can be as long or as short as you want them to be. You've got your fairy. That one's called no, it's not at all. In the Wild. Oh, sparkle with fairy dust. They've written in the wild on the back of that. That's definitely a fairy. You've also got the Follow Your Dreams, which is the cute little unicorn. You've got your dog, which is the You're the Top Dog. I said it exactly how Dean said it then. And you've got Enjoy the Little Things, which is the cute little mouse. They all come with their own little sentiments, as I say, in stamp and die form too. And you sounded a little bit like the dog out of Tom and Jerry then, Dean. I've got to... do you remember that dog? You've then got your tricolour aquas in there as well. These are different for the fact that you've got 3 pens, 3 different colours within each pen. So if you'd like to be able to create your ombres and also mix up your own colours as well, because these are water soluble, you can, of course, do that. All of that for £12 or $12 is incredible. That one is a 24-hour only deal because that was the final of the Monday Mega Deals. 3rd and final one, I think. Yeah, that was it. 4th and final one. So many Monday Mega Deals, I can't keep a handle on it. £12, $12. Let us get back to flower forming because this is something that you guys absolutely loved a little bit earlier on. We have got your Decoupage flower stamp and die collection. 26 stamps and 26 dies, £28 if you're platinum. Incredible value for money. £32 if you're shopping in the US and you are a platinum member. I think my favourite one in this set is the fuchsia, which is the one that Corrine demoed a little bit earlier on. I mean, that is incredible, isn't it? Absolutely marvellous that you can create that with your papers, with the stamps and the dies provided. Just the most lifelike and stunning flowers. We will show you in just a little while, actually, when we do the vote, the card which Corrine made on Wake Up Call, which is up for the nomination for Demo of the Day using those fuchsias. They're absolutely stunning, and you get a whole collection of different florals in here too. So you've got your delicate lilies. And as I said earlier on, whilst we've done collections before where you've got kind of dies and pads, that's absolutely fine. But these, of course, are going to be something that you can use forever and a day because you've got all of those stamps, all of the dies that you can use time and time and time again. And to create flowers, flowers that you want, really. I mean, you've got a carnation here. We've got a rose coming up in just a second, which I think perhaps doesn't necessarily have to be a rose. But then again, you get your ball tools out, manipulate these, really add some shape and dimension to them. Create and use these for all sorts of different occasions. You've got your buddleia in here, or it could be a lovely lilac, or it could be a wisteria. And then also this one here, that radiant rose. I mean, there could be so many different types of florals, but you're going to have so much fun at working with these. The fact that you've got the detail in there as well, so if you want to ink through those, you can. But 6 beautiful sets, 26 stamps and dies in total for an incredible price. Originally, these were £90 or $101. You pay just £28 or $32 today if you're platinum. It is a 60% saving. You've got some cards over there.
I have. So I'm going to show you things like the lilies. Now, the fact that they are dies, which is what you'd normally expect, and the stamps as well, that really makes, them come to life. Now, if you just want to use the dies without the stamps on things like your flower forming foam, then go for it. They will still work. You probably wouldn't stamp onto it. Well, you could, I suppose, because you say if you're drawing it on, but you know, paper is probably the one that you'd use them both. We have the rose.
Wow,
look at the dimension. Wow, wow, wow. So we use that one. I'll keep that one out to show you. We've got the sweet peas, which is beautiful, just about folding them up. And I always show this because of these, it's definitely one of my favourites. Stamped in white, coloured, and then the sparkle is lots of tiny little gems in the middle, and it really makes it pink. I think that's one of my favourites. Okay, but what we're going to do is we're going to do the carnation. Now, as I said before, I don't know. Does it look like a carnation? I'm not sure, but it's going to look like a lovely flower. So you get 3 stamps, 2 of the flowers and 1 of the leaves. And again, I'm going to use my quick dry on this. And there's no reason I can't do them all together. So I'm going to put green on the leaf and plum jam again on the top. I love quick dry ink pads. They're really, what do you call it? They confuse me because they're so juicy, but they dry really, really quick. Now, this is watercolour card. So we're doing it on a slightly different card, and we're going to pop that on, and we're just going to rock once. Now, I could have put them a lot closer because if you remember, we were saying earlier, oh, that one didn't catch properly. I've got one that's better, actually. What we were saying earlier is they cut inside the outside line. So if you wanted to put that onto and colour it, that would work beautifully. But if you want to just cut it out, I've got one that was actually cut, I've done it a bit better. There we go, you can see on here. So then you can put the, let me see, where am I? That's there, look. Is that, no? How about get the right die on the right one? That's the, no, it is the right one. Aha. Why can't I?
Bit of a puzzle.
Oh, sometimes it takes me ages to, there we go, to line it up. And once you see it, it's really obvious. Now, again, these are cut and embossed dies. So I've got those 2 on there. And I've got the leaf, on here. So I'm going to pop those on there and then tape them down. That's a bit too much tape. So we can put that on. So you can see the outside line just show outside of the die, so you know it's going to cut that out. But that's absolutely fine. That's what we want. Line that up. And again, the great way these are, if they're not perfectly lined up, they don't actually matter. So we can put that on there. Let's see, can I get it on my small plates? I bet I can. 1, 2, and then my normal ones. Do that. We can go through, oops. That's moved, jumped off the plate, swung it round, pop that through there, and then we're going to do the embossing mat, and then we're going to do just like we did this morning, and we're going to turn it round, and we're going to what's the word? Stamp on the back of them as well. So we're going to put those like that, put the rubber embossing mat on, turn that over, just take out that magnetic shim, just like that. And put that through. There we go. And then I just need to, let's just leave one of those onto there, because I'll just do one of those at a time. It'll be easier.
The flowers can be pretty much what you want them to be, because I'm just looking at the carnation and the rose.
Yeah.
And it's like Lillian says, I never thought that the set looked like a carnation. It looks like a pansy. I think it could be a pansy.
Yeah,
it could be a rose, could be a carnation.
Could be. Now, can you see, look, it's left the border in, and what it's done is it's cut it out without that edge on. And that, you know, if you were stamping and colouring, you'd want that edge, but because we're making flowers that we want to look realistic, we don't want that edge on. So we can take that off. And then we're going to do exactly what we did this morning. We're going to turn them over and we're going to stamp on the back, just because this is going to be really, really dimensional. So let's just get the, I mean, the stamping on the back is purely optional, personal, you know. And again, whichever way you do it, as long as you line up the centre, it will fit, because it's just about getting some markings on, isn't it? It's not about being an exact line-up. So get the other one, and then, and again, you'll see why in a minute why I'm using the quick dry inks, because then we can just craft straight away. We're not waiting for any inks to dry. They're not smudging.
Have you moved over to the rocker blocks like solely now? Because I noticed you use those all day today.
For a lot of things now, I definitely do enjoy using them. Like I said before, they frightened me because I just didn't know how they worked. But now, Now I know how they work. You see on there we go. And it's just about, can you see, it might not be the exact right side, but it still works. So we've got pattern on both sides. So all I'm going to do is, let's move that out of the way. I do want that one. So we want that. And I'm going to bring in my lemon tonic, and I want a fuchsia one, and I want a Dauber. Yeah, there we go. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to grab that. I'm going to pick up some lemon tonic, and I'm going to go round the centre. Just like really quick. There's no exact science to them because every flower is different. So we can just go like that. And remember, the centres of your flowers, the colour actually comes out a lot further than you think. Because when you first do it, you're like, oh, I'm only just going to put the colour right in the centre. But actually, you want the colour to come out a lot further. And then with this one, I'm going to then take the pink, and I'm really going to go to town with the colour. I want it quite vibrant on there.
Wow.
And on the back.
It does look more pansy now.
It might at the moment. And then there. And then what's quite nice to do is just to blend in a little bit more. Just make sure you've got a good blend on there. There we go. Let's make sure that's right Dauber. Really blend those colours. So look at that. Really beautifully vibrant. And then we'll do the other one. There we go. And I think you could stamp with a fuchsia quick dry, but I actually quite like the dark red of the plum jam. I think it works really well. You know, it makes that veining stand out, doesn't it? So you can really see it. And then we can come around here, just like that. We have some amazing ink pads. Really, I've done that side. There we go. Wonder if they take it in turns to name them. Oh, you named the ink pad last week. It's my turn to name an ink pad this week. Maybe, I don't know. Just in my head they do anyway. So I did pine tree, and I'm now doing grasshopper, and I'm just going to pop that all the way down there. And again, by using the different colours, gives me different. These actually could do just one-sided, but I'm done on both sided. Right, so that is all my prep done. So I've got a couple more here ready. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to give them a little bit of a spritz. Just a tiny bit, because remember it's watercolour card. And then I'm just going to break down those fibres. Just concertina it. You just have to be careful if your paper's wet, but I've only lightly misted it. Yeah. And then put that, bring them up.
Could you use your finger toboggan at this point if you wanted?
No, because we're not doing that sort of roughing up. So you can see I've just shaped that like that. Suppose you could.
I was just thinking if you had like your fingers were a bit dexterity, yeah.
Yeah, but again, because the paper's wet, it's quite malleable. It's not a difficult thing to do. Or you could just put score lines in with your scoreboard if you wanted to. That would work as well. Yeah. And then we can just put that there. Let me just get rid of the water off here. And then all I'm going to do then is open that out and just pop them open like that and let those dry. The more I can let those dry, the better. So you can see they're just like that. Let me show you some that are dry. So you can see, oh, that one's wet. There we go. Can you see how strong they come? So again, you think, oh, where's this going? So I've got 2 of the large and 2 of the small. So I'm going to do this with hot glue, just for a bit of speed, because it'll make it easier. Just open them out a little bit. And if you wanted to, you could shape in the bottom. But it's not, I don't think they want to be too opened out, otherwise for me I don't get the shape that I want. And then all I'm going to do is take one, put the tiniest little bit of glue in the middle, and then put the second one on staggered. Let's go staggered just there, down with the ball tool. Then the next one, and again, stagger that. And then the next one, just like that, and stagger that just there. I made this flower on my daughter's birthday card back in May.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, just exactly the same as this. But, there you go, use your mat. How about that? So the next thing I would do is I'd get a couple of stamens, and I don't think I brought any wire, so let's see what I can do with this. Poke it all through the middle. I knew there was a reason, then I thought, you don't need to take your wire, because that bag, because all the tools are there. So we'll see if I can do this without some wire. Or I could take the wire off there, but we'll see if we can do it this way. Poke that through there. Oh, come on. No, they've gone up. Let's see if, come on. Go through. I'm poking the right, think of a different way. I know, that way will do it. Normally I wrap a little piece of
wire, didn't you?
I could have done with more wire. Tell you what I'll do. Why didn't I think of this? Take that piece of wire off the stamens.
Yeah, you do.
And these are just some of our Crafter's Companion stamens. We do a pack of black.
Yeah.
So it's just our pack of black stamens. Let's just go. I keep all the wire in the bag with all my ball tools, and I thought, oh, I'm going to Crafter's TV. All the equipment's up there, I don't need that. But clearly, as you can see, I did.
I want to say we've got some stamens on the show, on the shop today. We've got loads of embellishments. I might be wrong, but we've got all sorts, tassels and ribbons, and I think, but if not, you can just search for them on the search bar. And
so now I've got a little bit of wire. That will nicely go through that. You see, that's all I needed, just to pull through there. I don't want it to go through too far. And then all I'm going to do is pop a little blob of glue on there, like that. And that is a beautiful flower. And like I say, could be a carnation, because carnations don't have stamens in the centre. But
no,
I just think they are beautiful flowers, aren't they?
Yeah, very pretty.
So once we've done that, I'm going to make the simplest of cards. So my paper is, I can't remember what it's called. It is from, it's one we did as a paper pad in the summer. It was just a summer one. It's sort of pearlescent, really pretty one. And I just, because I had a scrap, that's why I didn't get it out the paper pad, so I didn't write it down.
I do not recognise that at all.
Don't you? We did some,
nothing to offer there.
We did some pearlescent
was it the ones
papers. I know. But that was just a scrap, because I keep all my scraps. That was a scrap I did. So the card was made the size it was because of the piece of paper that I had left over. And then one of our chalkboard stamps, I'm just going to pop a bit more to the top. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to get our flowers, and I'm going to put one in the centre. I'm going to make a little bit of a wreath, have that one open a little bit, bring this one a little bit. I don't even need to cut those ends of those stamens off.
Made them look very different just by spritzing them, and they almost look like the crepe paper flowers now.
Yeah.
From a distance, they certainly look a little bit more like that.
It's doing it with watercolour card.
Yeah.
They're really robust. You can do quite a lot with them. So we can then put that on there, which looks beautiful, but then what we need to do, as we always do, is grab some foliage, pop that like that. There we go. And the next one, pop that in there. There you go. There we are. And then put a couple more. It really does make a difference to pop your foliage in. So we're going to pop that one just there, and go that way. Final leaf, and that will be me done. There we go. And then let's just, there we go, make sure that lines up. And then that is my card.
Looks amazing, that, doesn't it? Absolutely blooming marvellous is that. Getting a round of applause from the gallery as well. Yeah,
I like
very
that,
nice.
thank you.
Very nice. And all done with your decoupage flower stamp and die collection. This is an incredible price as well, because when you think about how many times you're going to use flowers across your projects, whether it be cards, home decor pieces, boxes, on gifts, I mean, you'll just use these time and time and time again. I truly believe that this is actually, sorry, that went right through me. This is a set that Jill always just goes.
What's the matter?
That you just did it again.
No, I'm not doing it on purpose. I'm lifting that out of the way.
Charlotte, the decoupage flower stamps and dies, you've got that beautiful radiant rose in there. All in these come in stamp and die form, as you can see, and you've got the ability to place your die over the top, cut out your stamped image and create layer upon layer of beautiful decoupage. And as you've seen there, you know, depending on what medium you're using, if you're using your watercolour card, give it a spritz, get your ball tools out, shape these, manipulate these, use these in so many different ways, literally for all occasions. And like we said, that one's a rose, but depending on what the ink that you add to it, I mean, it can be any flower you want it to be. Like this one here, the carnation. Yeah, I suppose it's got a bit more of a carnation feel to it, but once again, think about adding different colours to this, and you know, thinking about adding in different colours to create different florals, 2 different sets. But 2 similar flowers. Again, you can change the look of these by adding the different colours to them. You've then got your lilac. It's like this one here. We were chatting about this one earlier being lilac, and a few of you saying buddleia, a few of you saying, you know, that potentially it could be wisteria, the bougainvillea that we talked about the other day, and you've got all of the dies then to be able to cut out all of the individual elements as well. Fragrant sweet pea. Love that sample which Corrine showed us a few moments ago with this particular flower on. You've got the unmistakable, that one, I mean, definitely your lily there. Again, look how cute that is. You can pop these out again. Just shape these just a little bit, pop those stamens out, give it a little bit more of a 3D effect. And then you've also got the stunning, fabulous fuchsia. I think potentially this one, my favourite within the set, just for the fact that, you know, we've managed to create that beautiful bud there. And of course, you can create many of these. You'll see it later on when we do the vote in probably about 40 minutes time or so. The card that Corrine made with the fuchsias, absolutely fantastic. And all of that for just £28 or $32. Now, if you are making amazing projects with amazing florals, you might need some inserts. That's what we've got for you as well in this particular bundle. Again, if you want to jump in and grab this set, the inserts are on a fantastic deal. You're buying one, getting one half price. That's why you're getting the 5x7s and the 4x6 inserts for the incredible price on your scene. You've got silver and rose gold foiling here, and actually in the 5x7, you've got 24 of your paper inserts and 24 of your vellum inserts too, but you've got all of that beautiful foiling in there as well. These are fantastic, again, to add a bit of colour onto if you want to. Stamp onto these, halve these, pop these on the front of your cards as well. I always think too that these would be perfect if you're doing things like your own wedding stationery, for things like potentially your order of service, maybe your little table settings, you know, for your menus, however you want to do it. But I think they are beautiful, and the fact that you've got the vellum to then match up with the beautiful papers in there as well, and all with that different foiling on. Some of these kind of topped and tailed with beautiful foiling. Others, you've got frames in there as well, in silver, in rose gold, and also in your gold too. That is the 5x7. You're getting 48 sheets in there, 24 sheets of your paper, 24 sheets of your vellum, and then you get the same again, just in 4x6. So I think once again, we've covered off lots of the most popular card sizes, if you like. But like we said, there's nothing to stop you then from snipping into these, popping these on the center of your projects, on your boxes. They don't just have to be folded in half and popped into the center of your card, although they can be, and they're actually scored and ready to go, whatever you decide to do with them. Fantastic stash builder here, and a fantastic item to have in your basket today for just £17.98 or $20.34, saving 25%. Buy one, get one half price is basically the deal on that one. Next, alcohol-proof ink pad. So again, we've got a buy 3 get 1 free here for you in this particular set. Haven't got them live in the studio, but £14.38, 21, 58. Not that you really need to know, but it's the flagstone one that you're getting for free within that bundle. So again, if you're working with things like your tri-blends, your classics, these are the ones that you want to have within your collection. And then talking of ink pads, we've got a star buy on our opaque pigment ink pads. This is an 8-piece collection. I don't know if it's just available for 24 hours or not, but certainly one worth snapping up if you are looking for some fantastic colours. We've got your opaque pigments in the Damson Wine. You've also got in there your crushed velvet. Of course, these are the ones you're going to be going for if you like to do your blending, if you like to do your heat embossing as well. These have got that longer open time for you, allowing you to be able to do that through the parakeet and the pink tulip. You've got your Bordeaux. You have the beautiful lemon tonic. Again, some of these would work very nicely too with the florals that we've just shown you. The orange and then the ocean blue included as well for £24 or $32. All of that, as I say, on the shop the show page, shop the day page. And another thing you might want to pop into your basket is the interchangeable scenes. We had a quick look at these a little bit earlier on this morning on Wake Up Call. £37.60 platinum or $44 for what is essentially a £137 collection. Now, let us show you these. You have got within these sets the ability to be able to choose how you build the scene up, all right? Because the 2 outer dies that you got, your scenery dies if you like, you can cut as a whole, or you can split these to be able to kind of create your own bespoke scene. Build these up as well. I said earlier on, these kind of remind me of like the slats in a theatre when you have like the different scenes that you can build up. And this is the way for you to be able to do this in card form. So if you like creating depth and dimension, 3D cards, look at the 2 scenes that you can build up and then layer up all of the animals in this case behind. You've got your little bunny rabbit, your birdie. Is that a fox or a wolf? Either or. And then you've got the deers in there as well with all of the trees. So again, you've got the ability as well with these being split to slightly make bigger cards, elongate your cards if you want to be able to do that. It's ultimate craftability that you've got here. Then you've got your tropical paradise. Again, same, you've got your 2 outer dies there and then all the dice to be able to build these scenes up. If you love, as I say, creating big 3D projects, then this is the way to go. The African Savannah, I think maybe my second favourite within this collection. I think our joint favourite is that one there with the country cottage. Did you do a demo of that earlier?
I did.
Yeah.
Didn't win demo of the show. Rats in the Roof, remember?
Rats in the Roof. It wasn't demo of the show.
I said it didn't win demo of the
show. Oh,
it
didn't win demo of the show. I was just thinking, I remember Rats in the Roof, Mice in the Garage. Yeah, so that one's in there. And then you've also got 2 more, let's say, sort of fantasy pieces, if you like, with your fairy tale forest. And then you have got your fairy glade in there as well. Plenty of metal for your money right there. It's a 6-piece collection with 59 dies in total. £37.60 or $44. A few quick comments. Loads of love coming through for all of the demos. Beautiful, that last project. Betty saying lovely. Really pretty, says Melanie D. Diane says beautiful. And Phil says, this is the thing as well with these decoupage flowers. This could also be a bunch of grapes. I'm liking your thinking, Phil. Why not? Why not? Absolutely. That last card, absolutely fabulous, that says Clarice. Shall we have a look at your interchangeable scene Create A Card die? So we had the Rats in the Roof earlier on in the country cottage. Where are we heading now? The African Savannah?
Nope.
Fairy Tale Glade?
Yes, I have never demoed this one before.
Whoa!
And I'll show you. I'm really, really chuffed with my colouring. So just sat one evening colouring this and I really, really enjoyed it and I just like how it's come out.
Okay.
Nobody else is probably going to appreciate it, but I did. Right, so I've got 2 pieces of cards. So I started off with my white card, 5.5 inches square, and then I cut my black card to 5.5 inches. Then I just cut a slither off because what I'm going to do is I just wanted to make sure that they didn't overlap, you know, bigger than the other. So that was why they're slightly different. And then I'm going to take the foliage dies and I'm just going to put them in the middle. Now, as long as you put them in the middle every time, then they're going to line up, so it's going to work. So you don't need to be too worried about it. As we said earlier, these mean so that if I wanted to do a rectangle card, I could split them, and then I would just have to cut that bit there, and it would come away. But we're going to do them true to how they should be, and we're going to do them as a square. Now, if you wanted to, you could do the left, then do the right. But if you want to do them both together, then put them like that, and just one there, and then just put a little piece of tape on the bottom to make sure that they can't move and cross over, because obviously that's the only thing you can do wrong with your dies, is let them cross over. Why have I just put that on there? I didn't want that on there, I wanted that on the black one.
What you like?
I nearly did it wrong.
What do you like?
Even there. Right, that was quick to change. There we go. I was thinking about the colouring, but then I was thinking, I don't know what I was thinking. I wasn't thinking properly. So, got that one on there, and then we can run that through. So yeah, so I've got my white. My white is, I just actually did it, you can do it with multi-purpose or your Nina cardstock, it's entirely up to you.
Yeah.
What I'm going to quickly do is, I'm going to just see if this one, yeah it does. I'm going to just give it a quick emboss. And because we can put our Gemini 2 plates long ways, width way through our die cutting machine, this will actually emboss, what is it? It's under 10 seconds, isn't it? So it's not a problem to do that. And then all I need to do is peel my cardstock away from the die. Let's get that paper off. Oh, I should really, I always say, remember to take your tape off, but when you've turned it upside down, you forget sometimes.
Yeah.
There we go, I can do that. That's going to come from there. There you go. So long as you just roll, that tape will come off. And then all I just need to do is get my pokey tool and then just roll that tape away and just roll off any sticky bits just there. It's going to be covered up anyway, but just get rid of that glue. And then all I need to do is just where those dies didn't quite meet, is just snip that out from there. Because like you say, your blades don't quite meet up.
Yeah.
Because you can't make blades meet up because they don't come to the edge of your die.
Yeah, exactly.
There we go.
Oh, wow.
And then pop those bits out from there and those bits out from there. Again, because you've embossed it, all the bits will just pop out. And this is just our black cardstock that we sell here. But doesn't that look amazing? Mm-hmm. Really draws your eye in being black. So the other one I want to do, you guessed it, is on the white. Get rid of that. And we can bring that in. And this one is really fun. Look at that. Look at the mushroom house and the little seed head house. They are gorgeous. Love those. So you can pop that into the middle, pop them together, just like that. Make sure it's in the middle, and then pop those through. Now, the extra little bits that you get are designed to be able to create scenes with.
Yeah.
So while that's going through. So if I show you this, so if you look on the fairy's foot here, there's a gap, and if you look on the toadstools, there's a little gap there. So what they'll do is they'll cut into your cardstock. So that's it. If you wanted to, you could make a slab. I want these on the front of my card.
Okay.
So I'm just once I've die cut that, I'll just cut it out. Oh, I forgot to emboss. Put that back on there.
That's what it means. You could have so much depth, couldn't you? You could have the two different scenes, then one character on the next kind of slat, and the mushrooms on the next slat. You could create so much dimension with these. Or
really
like you said, if you wanted the character on the front, just snip it out at the bottom.
Yeah. So let's take that tape off, then it might make life easier. There we go. Magnetic shim away and put that in. I definitely want this one embossing because it's going to help me with my colouring, and that's where we're going to go. So I really went to town with my colouring. I've got so many. This is just my notes. Wow. Look, yeah. I'm not going to use all of those right now. I'll show you what I do. But yeah, that's how I do it. You must tell, I've always...
So what is that? So notes for the colours that you'll use just in this card?
One demo, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's the little arrow there mean?
I used the, because I hadn't put them together, what I was doing was, although they're different colour families, I was actually blending earth brown with tan.
Oh.
That was just to remind me, because I did this a good few days ago. I knew I would have forgotten that I was using that to blend it out. I've got mucky fingers, so I put in a
Good to see that, actually. Nice to see the inner workings of your mind.
Oh, you don't want to do that. Right, so let's just show you a little bit. So I'll actually do that earth brown with tan. Did I have my tan? There we go, the tan. So I was using the earth brown, I was using EB 1 and 4, and then on the tan, I was using TN1. So if I just remind, get a little piece of paper there, so, oh, that was the dark one, that's right, that's how I did it. So I started off with tan. I couldn't find this in the brush, which is what I'd been using at home. So I'm just going to go over, I'm just going to do it round here first. Just do across there, just add the colour. So yeah, you can blend outside of a colour family, it will still work. It's not a problem. So pop that on there. So this is, like I say, this is from the tan, TN1, because that's what I put, just TN1. Then I went earth brown 1, and I went round the edges. There's no reason why not.
Do you trial and error it a bit, or do you just kind of, when you're blending outside of like a pen, or do you just have a go and see if it works?
I'll just have a go and see how it works.
Yeah.
If it really hadn't worked, it really wouldn't have worked, you know what I mean? I'm sure you can usually put things right.
Yeah.
So just going where it's darker, and then I'm going to blend quite a lot of that out. Now where this here is, I worked out that that's sort of going to be a little bit darker, because that's sort of where the roof meets the house.
Yeah.
So we could just do that, and then you can blend it out just there. And because TN1 was quite bleached, it actually blended, if you work it through, you can actually get quite a blend, because it's almost, if I go right up, it almost bleaches that next colour, which is what we normally try not to do, but it actually gave me quite a good effect. So you can see straight away we're getting quite an impressive effect for there. It's all about keeping it going. So then we're going to come down the build. So I don't have that little scrap of black again anymore. I'll do that in a minute. I was just going to protect the door, but I'll do that in a minute. I must have ink on me because it's going everywhere. You know, we were saying earlier about quick dry ink.
Oh yeah, still got it on you.
I'm going to put a piece of cloth down, which is probably what I should be doing anyway. And then I'm going to come over here and just colour in this. And the only reason I didn't do it all in one go is just because it's good to work with your ink slightly damp.
Yeah.
So I'm just going down here with my TN1. I can see my house ends there. I don't want to do it on the door. And then we can do that.
Is that door open as well?
Yeah.
Oh, cute.
Look, there we go.
Oh, yeah. Hello. Not mushroom in there, is there?
There isn't mushroom in there. I'm trying to think of another joke. I was trying shiitake, mushroom, oyster. I can't do another one.
I bet a fungi lives there.
There you go. Well done.
I was thinking as well, how dull is this? There's a name, isn't there, for the underside, the first bit that you've coloured?
That bit under there?
Yeah.
It's a skirt, isn't it?
Oh, is it? I thought it was something more technical than that.
Oh, right. No, I thought that was a skirt. Could be. There could be a more technical name.
What cardstock are you working with, by the way, right now? Someone's just asked.
This is actually just multi-purpose, but the one that I've actually coloured onto probably, I think, might be Nina. So, you know, and I'm going to come in a little bit here to accentuate the fact that it's shaped. It has a little bit. But, you know, Nina or your multi-purpose will work. Just accentuate those shapes. And then I'm going to come down on here and just add in a little bit of dimension.
Oh, gills.
Ah.
Apparently.
Yes, now you said that. I have heard of that. I'm just going to take that right to the very edge. Can't see very well at the moment, but it will come clear. Let's just come a little bit around there. And there we go. And then I'm going to come back in with that one and blend up to there. Blend that. And then come back in this one, come right up to there, almost bleach off the edge just to give it a different tone. There we go, all the way around. And you can see, you've got to give the ink time to dry. Obviously this hasn't dried properly yet.
Yeah.
But you can see it's starting to come together. And then I would get my red for the door. I'm just going to put a piece of cardstock underneath there. So again, just all over with the red. Just like that. Again, put a piece of paper under it and it makes it life so much easier. And then I'm just going to come in just to give it a bit of dimension. Just across there. And then the darkest bit is going to go down the edge. Oops. There we go, all the way down. And then take that, drag that colour up to there. So take that out. We've got a lovely little door with a little bit of dimension.
Yep.
The roof is really easy. I just did yellow and red. I just want to quickly do one of these because this was really good fun to colour. So I got orange. That's it. So
Are they little thistles?
Yeah, they're like thistles. Thistle house.
Oh.
Seed heads. Yes, poppy head.
Poppy heads?
Yeah.
Ah.
So I'm going to come in first with my orange.
Uh-huh.
Like that. And then I'm going to come with the next one. Just across there. Because this is burnt orange, it gets a bit dark. So I then went with regular orange. I haven't got, where's my regular orange? Where's the orange? There, orange blend. I'll do it with this one. And then just, let's go a little bit paler than that. Colour that out. There we go. Just out with orange. And then blend that one out.
Yeah.
And that one out. You see how they blend out really easy. And then I'm just going to come down at the bottom and we're just going to come round to the top at there, just with the red. Do you know, this, it's so much fun. I was just sitting, I can't remember what I was doing. I was sitting doing this whilst doing something else, if you know what I mean. I was in my craft room.
Yeah.
I don't know whether I was watching something on the TV or talking to someone on the phone, but you just suddenly, I think I like to colour when I don't have to think too hard about it.
Yeah, it's one of those things, isn't it? I think the less you think about it,
Yeah.
the more easy
Yeah.
it is. Like when you used to, back in the day, we used to doodle on the phone.
Yes.
A bit like that, really. Disengage brain and see what we come up with.
Yeah, exactly. So you can see it just blends out, and then I'm just going to come there. Doodle whilst you're on the phone, Dean. Didn't you used to do that?
We used to have telephones in our houses back then. Oh no, you're my age though, Dean, aren't you? Oh no, well,
I think
yeah.
you meant doodle on the phone.
Oh, not doodle on the phone, like doodle whilst you are on the phone on a piece of paper. Yeah.
But whilst that looks lovely, what you can then do is white gel pen.
Oh yeah.
And then do things like.
Do they actually, Charlotte? Charlotte's just said her parents still have one of the old finger dial phones.
Wow.
If you had a number that ended in like had loads of 8s and 9s in it.
Isn't it weird? I can still remember, my granny hasn't lived in her house since I was about 17. That's a long time ago.
Your what, sorry?
My granny, my dad's mum,
Yeah.
my granny, as I called her. She's been like, her phone number was Born End 21304.
Born End 12, what?
Born End, which was the area, the dialing code, 21304.
Yeah.
I haven't answered that phone since I was 16, because you always answered the phone with the number, didn't you?
Yeah.
Always picked it up and said the number.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because you got a lot of wrong numbers in there. Yeah, because it's down to people dialing with the finger, Charlotte. So you didn't always get the right. You didn't always get the right number.
Oh yeah, because you were more likely, because when you put your finger in the little dial.
But can you see how adding the white bits now? Can you see how I've started like there, and brought it to there. And look at that. Doesn't that
Wow.
look? I love that. That makes me really happy.
I'm glad you did the little spots on the mushroom roof as well.
Yeah.
Really cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're lovely, really cute. So we're going to bring in our card. Gnomes, summer gnomes paper pad. Let's move that out of the way. And just some black cardstock. Those scenes on the summer gnomes, those gnomes on the summer paper pads are really, those paper
Yeah, you've got about 4
really
pages,
good.
haven't you, at the back of the
Yeah.
pad with all those scenes on.
So we can
Nice
put
use
that
of
on.
them.
Put that on first. Oh, how about straight even would be good. There we go. Let's move it over a little bit. There we are. I watch some of my fellow demonstrators and they just go down and their mats and layers are straight every single time. And I'm like, how did you do that? Right, so I've got that and then we're going to build it up with, I'm not going to stick that down yet. I'm going to pop my scene on.
Okay.
And I put a little bit of foam tape on that one. I don't want a lot, I just want a little bit.
Oh, that hill works brilliant, doesn't it?
It
in the
does,
background.
doesn't it?
Are you foam padding now as well to add the depth and dimension?
I will be in a minute, but you'll see. So that's going to go just there. Then I'll use that one because there's no tape on the back of. Actually, I will use that because I've got some accidentally put some bits on the back of that one. So that one's going to go just there. So you're looking through the glade. You can part the trees, and then what I thought. Now, I haven't quite decided. No, it definitely wants to go that way because those will pop up like that, and then that frame. Yeah. You know when you're putting something together, you're never totally sure. So we've got this. So this paper pad is called Summer Breeze. Now this is thank you, Dean.
Dean singing the Isley Brothers now in your ear? You asked for that.
I did.
Summer Breeze. Yes, Dean. Great tune.
When I was up, now you got Dean on the road. Jake was sorting out some paper pads and apparently these were some duplicate ones he'd got in the library and I managed to get this. It was so pretty. It's one I didn't have, so I do apologise. But it's nice to show people paper pads if they've had them for a long time. So that was Summer Breeze and also Cherry Centura Pearl. There we go, look at that. Just framing that perfectly. And then we can pop that on to there. Take that off. Red liner's really good for doing that. Now you could actually have just, you know, you can keep adding foam tape. I'm not going to go, because I'm going to put a shaker on. I'm not going to do too much. So that looks like a lot, but actually it taps down. I don't like a skinny shaker.
If you're going to do it properly.
I often talk about, this is how when I'm prepping at home, I will sandwich all my sequins between 2 pieces of acetate.
Yeah. That's a good idea, actually.
I just think, not only is it easier to put together, because I'm not having to try and work out where the centre is so that they don't do it, but also, the sequins move better because they're not catching on cardstock.
Yeah, it's a good idea. And less chance of leakage as well, I would have thought.
So let's put that one on there.
This is a great example for me, though, as to how to use these, like thinking about all the different layers and how you're going to build the scene up. And I love it, the fact you've put some shakery bits in there as well. Scene from the gnome
I don't know in all the samples whether I've ever seen any with a shaker in before. I don't know. So hopefully, if I've got this right, you should just see a little, there you go, a little bit of the black so that it ties in, you can see red and black, red and black. And as I mentioned before, I have cut out the fairy and a couple of the toadstools, so we can just put them there. And then I used one of my monthly box stamps, and I can't remember which monthly box it is because it is it's on my desk. I don't put it away. I think it's one of the later boxes. It's in the late 30s or early 40s. This stamp set is from. It's the one. I think it's the ones with silhouette figures on.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So we can pop that on. So she can come on here, pop her there, and then we've got 2 little toadstools. One's going just there. I'm going to put extra glue on this one to make it a little bit higher, and that one is going to go just there, and then that's finished like that.
That's fab, isn't it? That is brilliant. I think a really great use of that set as well, just to show you how you can build up all of those scenes. I think the shaker elements is a winner. I mean, this is going to be a tough vote in the show, isn't it? In the final 20 minutes or so, vote for demo of the show, demo of the day as well. I love how that turned out, says Teresa. I might have to get these dies now. Kelly says, I love, love, love this scene. Coletta says, that's lovely, very pretty, says Judy Cock. This is great, Corrine, says Mary Beth Doyle. And Roseanne says, so pretty. I love how the colour pops. Love that one, says Susie. Demo of the show, but you can't vote, Susie. You can't vote. But it's your demo of the show. To be fair, it could be any. The one with the flowers earlier on was brilliant as well. The vote will happen very soon. And thank you for all of the phone chat as well. I still have a rotary phone in my piles of stuff, says Annie Cagle. My daughter was so fascinated with it, she made me put it out for display. I hated those. I was always having to redial to get it right. There was a funny video on Facebook recently, actually, where a dad had got out the old dial phone and he made his kids try and like work out what it was and like how to work it, and they had no clue. They had to like actually dial the thing round.
Did anybody in your house ever put a lock on the dial phone?
Oh yes.
But you could get round it by tapping on the pins at the top, couldn't you?
I vaguely. Why would they do that though? To stop you from using it?
Yeah.
I vaguely remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. They used to put a little padlock. Usually they'd put it between 1 and 2 and the dial, or they'd do it between 8 and 9 because there wasn't many that you didn't need the 9. But we all sussed out that you didn't even, well, you could either unpick the lock. Yeah. Not saying that I ever did, or you could just you pick up the receiver. So if I wanted to do my grand 1 and 2, 1, 3, or 4, I'd go 2, pause 1, 0 would be 10, then pause 3 and 4, and then it would dial. Yeah. The whole, yeah. The bit where your receiver went. And again, I'm not saying that I ever did that, but it was well known. Everybody knew that's what you did.
Kirsty Lee says, my mum has an old Bakelite phone. It doesn't work anymore. I had to explain to my younger brothers how a dial phone works. They were trying to press buttons on it. My nan used to have, what are those ones called? My nan used to have one of those.
Oh, yes.
So you take it off the receiver and do that. I used to love using that. It was so much fun.
I can say I've never used one of those.
I don't even know what you call those, but yes, you had one of those phones.
Old, that's what you call them.
Old, yeah, old. I don't think I really like that Fairy Glide die, but Corrine, you made it look amazing. I love your attention to detail, says Dana. Creative, says Gretchen Diffie, so creative. Julia Duffy says, stunning card, amazing card. Tell you what, quickly show you these sets again, and then we will have a quick break before we sort of into the final stretch of the show, but you're going to get all of these. That's the one that you've just seen, the Fairy Glade, incorporating, well, all of the scenes as you saw there, all of the different characters, and like we were describing, these cut into the slats for you, if you like, of your cardstock, so you can create loads of great scenes, or if you want them as individually, just simply snip into them and cut them out. But you've got your Fairy Glade there, this one along that same sort of theme, the Fairy Tale Forest. Really love that. Again, you can imagine how beautiful that's going to look, building that up. Again, maybe potentially using some of those scenes from things like your gnome pads. You've then got this one here, which is that beautiful country cottage. If you want to see the demo on this earlier on, go back onto Wake Up Call and you'll be able to see that demo. Then we've got the African Savannah. Same thing again here, you know, 2 different scenes. All of the different animals, the trees in there as well. You can have so much fun working with these. Off to the tropics next, or the tropical paradise. And then you've also got the wonderful woodland too. These currently are available as individuals. So if you do want to go for them, build up your own little mini collection, or maybe there's just one or a couple that you want to go for rather than going for the full collection, then you can. Obviously, the main value for money is in that full set. So the 6-piece collection, 59 dies in total. That is a huge deal tonight. Normally £120, $138. Look at the price here. It's incredible. You're saving £72.94, $82.78. The platinum price is £37.60 or $44. Alana Selby says, yes, I used to tap out the numbers.
There you go.
What, says Patricia? I never knew that you could tap out each number. Corrine, between that and the date and the product information, you're blowing my mind today. Just a shame there aren't many of those phones around anymore for you to be able to try that, try the trick out. And Steffi says, awesome card, Corrine. I made the one you did, but yours trumps mine by a mile. Well, listen, you will have the opportunity to vote for your favourite card very shortly indeed. We're going to take a short break. In the meantime, any items you've got in your basket, get them checked out. And of course, don't forget to check out on the website the Build Your Own Goodie Bag, which has proved so super popular today. Still some great deals to be had and some great goodie bags to be filled. So if you haven't yet done it, have a look. We'll come back, probably squeeze in another quick demo alongside 2 very important votes. We'll see you in about 4 minutes' time.
What makes Crafters TV so special is you guys.
It's really special because the experts are really experts. They're really skilled at what they do, and they want to make sure that the audience also improves on their skills.
Crafters TV is so special because you've got together a really sort of key group of people and people that are very passionate about the products.
Crafters TV is so special because it's a unique community that we have with each other where we can learn and grow and communicate with each other.
Community, the family spirit, the education, everything to do with craft. We are all like-minded people who share a passion.
I love all the inspiration the demonstrators bring and all the knowledge for us out here.
What makes Crafters TV so special? 100% it's the interaction. No other crafting TV channel or show has the same interaction.
I love the community, I love chatting live, I think that's the best part. And it's gone beyond crafting because we've become friends.
It feels to me to be a really, really close relationship with our customers and viewers.
You guys make us feel like we're part of your family. I've never been on the show before, but one of my friends who I did meet from CCTV encouraged me, and I was on the craft along.
A massive team of people, and I think they've all got their role to play, and it just brings everything together. It allows us to do our job and just love it.
The people, obviously, the people not just here at Crafters Companion, but the viewers that watch us. I mean, everybody. We have this real magical essence about it.
Bye for now. Bye.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the Crafters Companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Welcome back, everybody. 20 minutes to go, so we are going to get another demo in, and then we will get all the votes going as well. So I'll be fairly quick, just quickly showing you the boards for the Decoupage collection, which you guys have absolutely loved today. Your floral decoupage set. Lots of chat about this in the comments, and we'll get into this fairly quickly. So you're going to get in the set your lovely lilac stamps and eyes. You're also going to get the beautiful fuchsia. That is my favourite, the fabulous fuchsia in that set. All of these, by the way, for just £28 or $32, as you're seeing on the screen right there. Then you've got the lily. You've got the beautiful sweet pea in there too. And I think the final two are very interchangeable, and depending on what colours you add and how many layers you add, these can be very different flowers. That one is labelled as your timeless carnation though. If you want to go for these individually, That's that one. And then you've also got your Radiant Rose there as well. Like I said, they all come with stamps and dies for you. If you just want to stamp these out, you can. It's entirely up to you. But working alongside those dies to create these beautiful effects, you're going to get all of those 26 stamps, 26 dies, not for £90 or $100, but for £28 or $32. And we're going to squeeze in one quick demo. And you're going to be using the lilac, aren't you?
Yes, I am. Sorry, I was just concentrating getting it onto my rocker block.
Oh, sorry.
So there we go. There we are. Right, so I have got the lilac. So you've got a large one and then some smaller ones and your leaf as well. And I'm going to do it with the flagstone, just because flagstone's a little bit paler than black. Obviously, it's more of a grey, but it just going to be a less of a harsh line when we do these. So again, this is still working on the same theory, that it's going to remove all of those outside lines. So we can take this and then we can just pop these all the way down, make sure they're nicely inked, and then you can see absolutely perfect. I have missed a little bit off there, but we can still make it work. And then I am going to take the dies, and the dies do, like I say, exactly the same. They fit just over the top, just like that. And then these are really easy. You know, the other ones we were like, which way round is up, and which way round is down? These ones just
pop straight
fit.
on.
They certainly do. And then we can pop that on there, but we do need to take them down. Again, these are cut and emboss if you want to. It's entirely up to you. You can see why people said it looks a bit like a grape.
Yeah, Phil said
you?
that. Absolutely, it could be grapes if you wanted. Why not?
Yeah. Now this is Nina Carso. You can see it's just got that slight off-white colour to it. It's not as pure white as multi-purpose. So we can pop that on there, and that one goes just there. And then the great thing is with these, because of the way they work, if you don't get it absolutely 100% lined up, it really doesn't matter. It'll still look brilliant.
Yeah.
So let's then just pop that on to here, and that one, and then that one. And we can put those on there. Right, take these out, and then if you, like I say, if you want to, oh no, I'm not going to emboss those because it's all come out, so it'll disappear. So you can see these have all popped out, because what I'm going to do, it probably wouldn't show the emboss just because of the way I'm going to put them together. So we can take that bit, and then, oops, I'm going to get my black card back, and I'm going to pop those onto there. They just stand out a little bit more by having the black. Those are just my bits out to the middle. And then all I'm going to do is I'm just going to get my tri-blend. So I've just got some tan, which work really well for your twigs, a couple of greens, and my hydrangea blend. Hence what we were saying about being good for your hydrangea. So I think the easiest way to do it is to sort of go all over first with your hydrangea. You don't want to go over the branch. Just go all over with the palest hydrangea colour. Just do a patch at a time. So you can just see that. You've tri-blend, I've got my tri-blends, or you could do it with the brushes. Yeah. And then I'm going to get the next one, and then I'm just going to pick out like the cross centres of a few of them. Just pick out a few, just like that.
What are you doing there? Just crossing?
Just where the top, you can just see the cross. It's almost like the cross of the flowers. Just go across there, just for the centres.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you see, just like that, picking out those, and then it just blends in. So if you then was to come back with your palest colour and just blend around, you get a lovely blended effect. So it could come, and then you do the same with your smaller pieces. All the way down like that. I've got some bigger ones. Where's that large? Is it still in? I should have had a... Oh no, it was I'm thinking there was a larger one, but then I forgot it cuts out 3 small flowers once it's done. Silly me. I was thinking I've got a larger one coming out. There we go. All the way like that. Oh, and a tiny one down there. Just then, where's my lid? What have I put my lid down? There we are. We can then just come in, just add in few highlights. And just there, and then the darker one, just like that. There we go. And then you would do a very similar effect with the leaf. So this is one that I've done, and you can just see I've just picked out some of those colours. I'm going to keep those because the more with this one, the more you do, you know, get it through, the more you're going, the more times. That's what I got confused. I had here, look, what I'd done here was just cut out.
Oh, snip the top bit
that
off.
one out again to make some more decoupage.
Yeah.
And I've got a few more bits on here. Now, the easiest way I think for doing these ones is definitely your 3D glue gel. Absolutely, I think I'd do that every single time. So you can just get these and pop them. If you want to do a little bit of shaping, just give it a little bit of a squidge. And then we can pop that one onto here, goes just on there, and then you can build up your decoupage. Now, there is no way on these that you think, oh, well, these have to go in a certain way. I'm actually going to get my little mat and there. So what I'm going to do is I get each one, I'm just going to give it a little, there we go, a little squidge, and then we can just pop them on wherever you feel like it. Yeah, it does, Dean, exactly. He says it gives them, oh, I haven't coloured that one in, gives them a bit of life and 3-dimension. That's exactly what I'm trying to do. I don't want too much. This is probably if you're thinking about cards in boxes and envelopes, this is probably the least, they're still decoupage, but it's least height to it, you know, the least dimension. So if you're thinking, oh, I really need one that I can post out that's still going to have decoupage on, but it's not going to look too much, then maybe this is the one you need to consider. I'm going to turn that over and do that from the back. There we go. So we've got some difference. And then just pick these up and put them wherever you want. And I can guarantee you, wherever you put them will look right. You can't actually put them in the wrong place. Make sure you've got your syringe on your glue, makes life so much easier. I'm going to do largest ones towards the top.
Yeah.
And then start working down to slightly smaller ones as we go down. And that beautiful card that I keep showing today, all the person who made that, and I can't remember, I think that might have been Bianca, it might have been, and I apologise if I've got the name wrong and somebody else has made it. The one of these, let me see, where's it gone? Down here, the one I always keep referring to, it's this one. About putting then little gems, tiny little pinprick gems in the middle, and it just makes it come alive if you want to do something like that. Or our new glitter glues. Just put a little dab of our glitter glues in the centres. Mine are in a box in my car. I've just got them.
All 15?
I think so. I hope so.
There's some nice colours that would work beautifully with this actually in there.
Yes.
Really nice colours.
This is what it's all about, isn't it? It's looking at what we've got and remembering to mix and match everything together, because it's so easy to forget. Right, so that's looking absolutely gorgeous, as you can see. Just on there, so you've got the decoupage. Right, so I wanted to do this because I wanted to show you this. So this is going to be a diorama card. So it's going to have the sides on the side there, and it's going to go like that when it's finished. So I have got some cardstock. This is from Vintage Butterflies. Yep.
That's been the paper of choice today, hasn't it?
It has,
You've used that quite a bit actually. It's very nice.
It's going to go. Goes down, yeah. So pop that on first. Just inked it with some crushed velvet round the edge. Just makes it really work. So that's going to go in the background. And for the front, I've just taken another one, cut an aperture, and I've also cut it out there. But I'm not going to stick that one down just yet, otherwise that will be too far. So I've got one down the side, make sure they're straight, and then another one down the side. Now, we're going to do a shaker, but I'm going to do it a completely different way to how you would normally do it.
Okay.
Actually, what I might do is stick those together, because I can do that. Get my wider... Oh, 2 rolls stuck together there. Get my tape And I'm going to pop a piece of tape just there. Oh. Can't get my hands to my scissors. And then a piece of tape just there. There we go. And the same on this side. One. And the other one. There we go, can do that. Then I'm going to get my pokey tool, just give them a burn. You can see once they're stuck down. And we should just about get this finished in about the right time then to do all of those votes if we're quite quick. But I wanted to show you this because it's slightly different. So we can do that. So I'm going to pop this one onto there. That's like that. And then I can open that one up. And that's going to go one. And, oh, come on. It's almost like a lighter weight shaker card, this is going to be. So we can, come on, get that out of there. There we go. There we go. Right, so what I have got here is I have got some glitter in a cello bag.
Yep.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to work out, it wants to go in this one because this one's a little bit bigger. Can I get it into here? I'm sure I can. Right, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop a piece of red liner tape just there. And then a piece just quite close, just there. And just there too. Then, let's see what I'm going to do. Let's lift this up. So I've got my glitter in a cello bag. Then we can then just take, oh, come on, red liner tape. Is it because it's got hot in here?
I just, well, on the few occasions I've used it, I've just found red liner tape. I find it quite difficult to get the back off sometimes.
Sometimes it is. But in theory, if you burnish it down, it comes off a lot easier. But today, it just does not want to come down. So what I'm going to do then is stick my cello bag straight on to my card, just like that. Then I'm going to take this off and I'm going to just cut through there. So at the moment, my cello bag's still open. So I'm just going to get my larger red liner tape and I'm just going to catch that across there. There we go. You can see. So that has now stuck that. So I've now got a shaker card.
Yeah.
So you can see, but what I'd call a much lighter weight shaker card.
That's it, yeah.
So
straight
then,
out of the bag, or in the bag.
It certainly is. We can take that off. Come on, off there. And then we've got a few bits on here. Hopefully these will come off because I put these on when I was at home, getting it ready. And there we go. And that should then fit perfectly onto there. And then, you can see.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. You can see.
Perfect.
A much lighter weight shaker card. So I can bring my flower back in. I'd forgotten about that bit.
Yeah.
We can then pop this on the back. Put a little bit, you don't need red liner, a little bit of glue on there. And that's going to go just on there with the leaf. Give it a shape and put that underneath there. And then the final bit I've got, come on, red liner everywhere. It's going to take me so long to clear up when we finish tonight, but that's fine. We can put a sentiment there and a little bow just on there. And I'd put some gems on too.
Amazing.
But here we go, a lighter weight way to do your shaker card with a cello bag instead of acetate.
Fantastic. We better line up your cards straight away here because we are right to time. So if we get the vote going for the demo of the show, it have to be a quick one, literally about 90 seconds or so.
Okay, that's fine. We can do that. So number one was our Venetian collection. Number two was our carnation. Number three was our little fairies glade scene. And number four was our lilac.
Okay.
4, 3, 2, or 1.
You've literally got 90 seconds. It's going to have to be the quickest vote in the history of votes. So get those in as fast as you can. And then we'll do the vote for the demo of the day. Instant shaker card. No muss, no fuss, says Sue Benson. I've never heard that expression before, but I like it. Wow, says Debbie. Everything that you've done this evening. The Fairy Glade, beautiful. Such a clever trick with the shaker between the acetates. And Melanie D says, a beautiful card. Get your vote in on that. Just whilst you're doing that, don't forget, if you want to get these decoupage flower stamp and dies, if you want to be able to recreate that card, then this is the collection that you will need to go for. £28 or $32 is the platinum price here. And like we said, look, you've got so many beautiful dies in here in stamps as well to create whatever flowers you want them to be. That is the Radiant Rose, but as we've talked about, you know, it could be a carnation, could be a pansy. This one is actually a carnation, a timeless carnation, but again, nothing to stop you from kind of mixing and matching the stamps and dies around and creating some really, really different floral bundles. You've got the cute fragrant sweet pea. So again, if you want something that's perhaps a little bit more stripped back, you've got that in abundance here. Love the fact you've even got the stamp and die cut for the actual stem of your sweet pea. Then you've got your sweet lily in there again. I think some of these definitely more instantly recognisable and ones which are the actual flowers, as I say, as opposed to the first two, which I think you can probably create any sort of style of flower that you want to. Then you've got the fuchsia. I mean, I just think that is absolutely brilliant, the way that that has been created. And then you've also got in there your lovely light, which you've just seen. Could be a lilac, could be a bunch of grapes, could be a bougainvillea, could be, whatever you want it to be, really. But that one is the Decoupage Flower Stamp and Die Collection. 26 stamps and 26 dies in total. £28 or $32 is an incredible price on that set. If you want to pick that one up, then that is the price for that. Been really, really super popular over the course of the day today. Right. What do you want to do next? What do you want to have a look at? Let me know. We're going to have a look at the goodie bag. Right, the pick of the day is, well, will not be here tomorrow. It'll be a different one. This is the Crafter's Companion Sentiment Goodie Bag. Great deal on this one, £28 or $36. By the way, we will get the vote going for the demo of the show as fast as we can, because we literally have 3 minutes remaining. So, love the shaker card, says Jessica. The flowers are beautiful. £28 or $36 if you want to go for the goodie bag. You're saving £64, £86 or £87, plus you'll get double points. Demo of the show is number 3.
The fairy tale.
So let's get these.
Shall I bring those over?
Yep, lined up. Demo of the day. Number 1 is the card from this morning's wake-up call. Number 2 is from Masterclass earlier on. Or number 3 is the one that you've just voted for. So 1, 2, or 3. Vote now. You've literally got about a minute. Quickest vote in the history of votes. Vote now, 1, 2 or 3. Whilst you're doing that, I'll quickly take you through this goodie bag. Like I said to you earlier on, those 3 items there, that is the value of your bag. So those 3 items is £35, $45. So if you're platinum, you're quids in already here. The Shadow Sentiment stamp and die sets. You've got the You're a True Friend. You have got Thinking of You, and also the Most Wonderful News. Really, really super handy sentiments and really easy to be able to work with those as well. Now, also inside your goodie bag, you are going to receive the So Thankful for You interconnecting die. You've got the Just to Say, which comes from your fancy sentiments alongside the special friends as well. You've also got Say It With Flowers from, Happy Birthday from the Say It With Flowers collection. You've got your wedding invitation from the Garden of Love. Then you're going to get a selection of the little mini expressions. So the special friend, if you like using your smaller machines, is perfect. Best wishes. and also your new home. Then you're going to receive your Just For You, and lastly in this bag 2 of our quick dry ink pads in the baby blue and also the fuchsia. Double points on that. £28 or $36 is your platinum price. Grab that whilst you can if they like the look of it. Get it today, because it will not be the pick of the day tomorrow. It will be a brand new one, of course. Don't forget everything on the website for today. If you want to build your own goodie bag, that is where you need to be looking. So many different ways for you to be able to pop your goodie bag together, whether it's a storage goodie bag, whether it is a die goodie bag, whether it is a mixed media goodie bag as well. It's entirely up to you how you go about it, but the storage is value for money. Incredible. Totally Tiffany bags in there. You've got all sorts. Stash and store, storage plate bags as well, all included in there. Fab files as well. Have a good look in there. Fill up those goodie bags and as I say, have fun. I'm not sure if we're still doing that tomorrow, so if you were thinking about doing it, then please make sure you do it today. Right, demo of the vote. I can see that Susie is a type-in. This has been the fastest vote ever, but let's get it done as it comes through. The winner demo of the day goes to number 3. There we go. Thank you so much, everybody, for a fantastic day. Corrine, thank you so much. We'll see you tomorrow with Jan. And I will see you back here on Wednesday. Massive thank you to the whole team. Continue to check out your baskets, and we'll see you back here at Crafters TV tomorrow for more of the same. Until then, bye for now.